I'm Old Head Ed.
And I'm Mr. Beleaf. And we like to welcome y'all to Barcodes. Barcodes is a podcast where we delve into the lyrics of your favorite MCs, verse by verse.
Each episode, we invite an artist onto the show,
break down their own bars, and give the listeners a deeper understanding of the meaning and inspiration behind their music.
From underground up-and-comers to established industry veterans.
We cover it all. So join us as we explore the art of MCing and the stories behind the bars on Barcodes.
Barcodes.
Barcodes in the building.
Yes. Applause for all of that. It's the podcast. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. It's been a minute since we've done this. I am Old Head Ed.
Mr. Beleaf on this side. You already know.
Yes. And it's a podcast where we have an esteemed guest, an esteemed MC, sit down and break down bars. Beleaf would say you could consider that an unpacking.
Unpack that.
We unpack bars here. We get to know what lies behind the lines, what inspired certain verses, one verse in particular. Yeah, man, we get people to sit down and play along with this game, and we get to know what was going through their mind when they decided to craft a verse, what the inspiration was, and so on and so forth. And then by the time it's all said and done, you get to know where you can hear more from the guest, where they have their music available, and all that good stuff. Shouts to before we forget, because, yes,
We've forgotten
several times.
But we never forget it, man. You know what I'm saying? We forget, but we don't forget. Yo, so shout out to Atlantic Barbershop in the building, man. Thanks for sponsoring us.
For real, man. Making everything very hospitable and welcome for us here. Go cop the merch. Come through if you can. Come through and get a haircut. Swing by, get a merch, caps, T-shirts. Show them some love because they show us love. And yeah, man. Yo, Beleaf, who we got this week?
Oh man, we got Jakx 35 in the building.
Yes, community curator, host of the Second Ave Cypher.
Yes,
Catch
sir.
him out there every Tuesday. Not like one Tuesday out of the month, not like the third Tuesday, not like the second Tuesday of February. It's every Tuesday they're out there in Wynwood. What's the corner? What's the corner?
It's the Second Ave cornerstone, like No Emotion put it.
Okay.
Second Ave and 24th Street,
24th.
man. Right in front of Panther Coffee is where we at.
There you go.
That's home base right there.
Yeah. And what do you guys get accomplished there on a weekly basis?
Oh man, just slaughter.
Yeah.
It's just the slaughter, bro.
Yeah, that's what goes down.
Shout out to this T-shirt I just made. You know what I'm saying?
There you
It's
go.
the Gator Pit. We call it the Gator Pit because you know what I'm saying. It's
You
the
could-
swamp out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's the swamp, and it's like all the gators. You throw a piece of food,
And-
you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
which to us is like the beat.
Okay.
You throw that beat, the gator's gonna come and destroy
eat
that shit
right
right
Yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? That's
man.
exactly what the Cypher's like. So,
Dope. That's
you know what I mean?
excellent, man.
I'm honored to host it and be there. You know what I'm saying? Just it goes to show how far consistency takes you. You know what I'm saying? Like you just go from I'm gonna show up every Tuesday. I don't really know what's gonna happen, but look, here we are, 74 weeks later, and it's
Wow. Yo.
It's just grown into
Props to
an
that,
amazing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's happened like rain or shine.
Rain or shine, bro.
Yep.
We'll stand under a fucking 2-foot awning if we have to, and we'll make it happen.
dedication.
Yo, you could curse on this?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can, please do.
All right.
Yeah, then we have a reason to hit explicit on the YouTube when you go to load it up. Like, explicit content. Yep.
Just not in the first 15 seconds of the video because you heard about that shit?
Oh yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, apparently on YouTube, if you curse within the first 15 seconds, they kind of do some shit.
Yeah, they
that's
like
really
flag it or
towards-
some shit.
They tuck it under everything else. They like sweep it
Yeah,
under
man,
the
we
rug.
good, YouTube. We love y'all.
Yeah, for sure, man. Send us that plaque.
Don't demonetize us.
Yes,
No,
sir.
please. Yo, so yes, you brought a verse to break down. What verse are we getting into today?
Yo, so we're getting into the verse of my new single, Be Right Back, BRB. Yeah, man, it came out 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It's a dope song, bro.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if you want me to get into it now, but
Well,
Beleaf has a couple
normally I
questions.
would ask, do you remember
Yeah.
when and where you were? What inspired you to write
Yeah.
those lyrics for this particular song?
so with this song, man, I took a different approach because basically, I everybody, I keep going to Second Ave Cypher, and everyone keeps inspiring the shit out of me, and it's like, damn, I haven't put out a project since 2013, like an actual, like, let me sit down and make a project with a concept or whatever,
Yeah.
like an album or a project, just you know what I mean. I did a few collaborations and stuff like that, little EPs and stuff, but So for me, I haven't really done a project since 2013. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So going to the cypher and everything, getting inspired and shit. And I've been messing around with AI a lot with the Mid-Journey shit. So I was just on there like, man. And I've been in a very transformative time of my life, you know, just growing in many different aspects. So I started putting like prompts in the AI like, someone working on themselves or some shit like that, whatever, boom, boom. And then I came up with this image, which became the artwork.
Okay.
For the song. All but right. So the reason I'm saying all this is because I did the artwork first before I even thought of the song.
Okay. Yeah. Sometimes it's like a reversal of inspiration where you hear you see or you create something, and that was like, oh man, you know what? This will be a good album cover.
Yep.
And then you write the song towards it.
And I went to school for architecture, so I come from a very art centered frame of thought always. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So the art really inspired me to make the song. I literally was like, yo, I knew it was like be right back. I'm working on myself. Yeah. And then I just threw on some beats and I just made that shit into a song literally the day after I made the art. So,
and how long ago was that? Was that like, and do you remember where you were when it happened?
I was in my studio, in my room, DeFi Studios.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just creating, bro, just there. Doing just messing around with the Mid-Journey, like I said, and then from there, the art just birthed the song, you know?
Gotcha.
And
the piece is dope. It shows a person kind of like in a meditative pose, like, sitting with a lot of stuff around them, stuff that might, that...
Like destruction, kind of?
Yes, correct. There's a lot that they have to work on, and it's shown by the conditions of everything around them.
Yep. What are you talking about? It's right here. You guys can see it right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's hard for me to like envision it right now. Actually,
and it's dope because it's like you never know where creativity comes from, like or where you get the where a vibe to write something comes from. So that's pretty interesting, and that's why we ask these questions because it's like you never know what it is that set this. I mean, somebody could be an avid writer, like constantly writing, or have a purpose, like like I am working on a project, and then it could be those moments where it's like you find yourself wanting to try something else out or figure your way around. Something totally different, like this AI thing, and see where it brings you. And then all of a sudden, that turns into where the motivation for actually putting pen to paper or just writing actually something down and then eventually recording it. So that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I think the AI stuff is like, a lot of people see it as like, like in the fucking Terminator sense. Yeah. Which, I mean, it can be, but I see it as like just another form of creative generation, you know what I'm saying? Like, just like when Autotune came out, you know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. Like it just allowed music to grow in such different ways. You can always argue like, oh, it made artists less genuine or people that couldn't sing now could sing and shit. But it's like also created really dope sounds and music that never existed before. You know what I'm saying? So
gotcha.
There's like a side A and B to everything type shit.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, there's definitely positives. I do feel that. I feel like the short term effect of AI is going to be magnificent and marvelous. It's going to be like, we're going to use it as tools and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I just feel like the long term might be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because mind you, this genie is out of the bottle and we're not getting that shit back. We're not being able to contain that shit. But
that's like the dude that made the atom bomb or whatever,
Yeah, Oppenheimer.
He created the thing and then they, in the long run, it became a fucking bomb.
It became something different. You feel me?
Yeah.
I hear
but
that.
So let's get into this track, man. Let's see what's up with this track. Are you ready to break down these bars?
Let's do it.
So we go 4 bars at a time. We'll have you recite the bars, then you go back in. You kind of take us through the meanings line for line.
Before we do that,
okay, hold on. Something's happening here.
I don't know if you guys have ever had Hialeah on this booth right here.
Well, we've had Orion here.
Oh, you've had Orion.
Okay, Hialeah and adjacent. Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure Orion did
Spaz
it justice because you know what I'm saying. You gotta.
Shit.
You gotta do this the right way. You gotta break out the cafecito. And I know, Ed, you don't drink.
I don't drink, but
you're gonna drink tonight. or this evening.
This evening. All I know is I'm gonna lose the hour I just gained to sleep, bro. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
We're gonna
here.
bless this session.
Okay, let's do it.
Before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. I am not a coffee drinker, but in the spirit of
it's all good. Don't worry about it.
In the spirit of Hialeah and Jakx joining the
Damn it.
The pod, we're good.
This is the worst part about.
To happen.
This is the worst part about this shit.
Yo, so
you never get a good pour.
After I sip this, how long is it gonna take to regulate my sleep again? Like, is this gonna keep me up?
Bro, now what
You
you're
might
gonna
talk
do,
a lot more. Though.
What's gonna happen now is you're gonna go home and you're gonna watch Scarface.
Nobody.
Oh, damn, nigga.
That's not.
You did a double whammy on this.
I don't like Scarface. Anyway,
You don't like Scarface
No,
either?
man.
Yeah, let's
that's a whole other
let's
podcast.
not
man.
cheers.
Let's
Yo,
cheers.
Salud.
Cafecito.
Salud.
Cafecito. Yeah.
Cheers to Miami hip hop, bro. There's some
Yes, indeed.
great shit y'all doing. Real shit. All right, man.
All right, let's go.
I
First
was
bar.
supposed to do the whole thing.
No, you can take a little
It's gonna
sip.
be fun. It's gonna be fun.
It's a shot, bro. There you go. Mix that with the Corona.
Wow.
Nigga, I guarantee you're gonna go to the crib, start cleaning shit.
B-boying.
He's gonna do all the dishes tonight.
Oh, damn.
All right, so the track that we're going into is BRB, right?
BRB, be right back.
All right, so whenever you're ready, man, recite the first 4 bars, and then after that,
Let's go.
we'll give our little insight onto it.
You guys like how I broke it up? I literally broke it up into 4 bars for you.
It's
All right,
official.
there you go.
I'm
It's
digging
official.
it. Yeah.
All right. It's been a ride, hasn't it? Feels good to dribble after always fucking passing it. Must have been tripping, stuck in an acid trip. Now it's all about the present, back on my rapping shit.
Okay.
So, like I was saying, this song is like, you know, it's almost bridging the gap between the last time in 2013 that I set out to like really do a project and focus on. Because from then to now, I graduated with my master's in architecture.
Oh, sure. Hold on a
2015.
second.
I fucking got a job. I've been there for 7 years. Bought a house, got married, you know what I'm saying? So all that shit happened in this whole time where, like, I didn't really have time to focus on music. So it's been a ride, hasn't it? You know what I mean? And then, like, I do a lot of stuff for the community, you know what I'm saying? Like, with the Dirty Five brand and everything. So to go into the second line, feels good to dribble after always fucking passing it. It's like I'm always hitting people
there
with
with the
assists
assist,
here
yeah.
and there, you know what I'm saying, with everything. But it feels good to get back on your, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, give me the ball, dog. Let me shoot, you know what I'm saying? Let me go, you know what I mean? Let me do my thing. So that's those 2 right there. Must have been tripping, stuck in an acid trip. You know what I mean? Like,
A play on words right there, where it's like tripping and acid trip.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But also, like, you know, like I must have been tripping, like not focusing on shit that I love
Like
to
there was
do.
a departure
Right,
from what you. Yeah.
Yeah, like I must have been in an acid trip, not knowing where I was at. Like this shit. I bleed this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is like, it's a different love for hip hop when you really in it and you sit down and write lyrics and make a song and go through the whole process of like, is this dope? Is it not dope? Is this too much? Is it not too much? You know what I mean? Like the whole fucking shit that you go, the whole whirlwind you go through just to fucking put some words on paper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
it's it almost becomes a relationship. Like, could you say like, yo, did I do this right?
Yeah,
did I
yeah.
go wrong here? You know, yeah.
And there's people that don't make music who, to them, it's mind blowing. Like people who actually sit down and write music, to them, it's legit mind blowing. Like they're like, I don't know how. Like my girl's one of those people. Yeah. She's not like into the art stuff at all. Well, she appreciates art, but she's not an artist herself. So when she sees that kind of stuff, she's like completely mind blown. You know what I mean?
It's like me when I see somebody draw, like somebody who has like, you know, who's artistic enough to draw something without even looking at anything for reference and just off the top of their mind, just start drawing a character with them. Like, how the hell did they do that?
Yeah, that's. I've never been able to draw. You know? Never.
That's
Yo,
good.
you could draw with mental words though.
Nigga, I could draw now. I got AI, nigga.
Yeah. So now it's all about the present. I'm back on my rapping shit, which is also a double entendre, right?
Yeah,
present and rapping.
Rap, yes, dope.
And then so it's like, you know, stop worrying about the past, you know, focus on now, focus what you got right in front of you. Whatever you're feeling right now, just go out there and do it, bro. Just no better time than now. So
True.
You know what I mean?
Despite the fact that you're not doing anything overly complex with these first 4 bars, it does push through the message you're trying to get. I think, and that's dope because I think to me it serves. If it's been a while since you've done your own thing, it serves a purpose as a reintroduction where you don't want to blow people away with something overly complex and hyper. But at the same time, you know, showcase your talent as someone who writes, like you said, with the present and the rap, you know. So I like the way that this is getting set off.
That's definitely something that's a challenge, you know, like because you can get very technical on a song. You know what I'm saying? The technical skills there, you know what I mean? But to make a good song, you gotta have the right recipe. It can't just be fucking, you know, or just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it can't be all syllable rapping, very technical flows and shit. You gotta have, to me at least, you gotta have like a nice story, or your words at least gotta sound like you're saying something. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you were to take out the rhymes and just write it, it's gotta sound like cohesive, like
I've
a
always
thought.
agreed,
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah,
Some people write, not to take anything away from it, there's different styles of rap and shit, but some people rap like it's just a one-off sentence, one-off sentence, one-off sentence, one-off sentence. And it's kind of like, I mean, you know, it's a different style. But at least for me, I think what goes into making a really good song is having those technical things. Like, I got Hasn't It, Passing It, Acid Trip, rapping shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time, it's not, it doesn't have to be technical, because it depends what you're trying to get off on that track. You know what I mean?
Dope. We're off to a great
but
start.
Definitely gotta flex the syllables. You know what I mean?
At the same time, for sure. Let me get into the next 4.
When Dabs moved to Boston, saw my dreams slip away. I would sit and complain, act like I ain't have a way to go out and record shit. I was thinking morbid, like I couldn't do it myself or with more friends. So Dabs, shout out to Dabs, man. He's the one that he produced. Well, he didn't produce like the actual beats, but he produced me as an artist and recorded everything, engineered everything. My first 2 projects, You Don't Know Jack and Make Smooth. So when he moved to Boston, bro, it was just like, you know, like my whole creative shit.
It's like a hit.
Yeah, like I did these 2 projects. The first one was 15 songs, and the second one was like 8 or 7 or something like that. So it was like I was on a roll, and one was 2012, one was 2013, but like they were close to each other, like 6 months apart or something. So I was on a roll, bro. I was like, hell yeah, I found someone who believes in me. And it was much more than an engineer, bro. You know, like the people who are like, nah, why don't you re-record that and say it a little bit like this? Or, yo, why don't you try this and do that? Or like, you know, I'll bring concepts to him and he'll do the hook for me or some shit, and then we'll collaborate. So like, when he moved, bro, it was just like a big hit on the run I had, you know? Like, I was picking up steam, and then like all the wheels fell off type shit, you know what I mean? So I would sit and complain, act like I ain't have a way, you know what I mean? Like, if like I didn't have another option to just do this shit myself. So to go out and record shit, I was thinking morbid, like I couldn't do it myself or with more friends, like I couldn't go out there and these are just introspective bars of like what I was going through, you know what I'm saying, during that whole time. You know, like I never stopped writing music though, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because music's like therapy to me, so. Yeah.
So you never stopped writing, and but as soon as Dabs moved to Boston, like you said, it slowed up your momentum, and you kind of felt like there was no way of you having a place to record or being able to even do it, even though you had options, as you show it right here in the last line. You were like, where you like you couldn't do it yourself or have more friends to do it, but you were in this state of negativity. Be like, yo, I can't do this shit, and that's where I would think I was thinking morbid comes from, right?
Yep.
If I could break it down. All right, yeah, man. I get it.
Yeah, man, because it just kind of tore my confidence apart a little bit, because he was somebody much more than an engineer, you feel me? It wasn't just pulling up to a studio and recording. It was like somebody who was really pushing me, believed in me, and was helping me create, was shaping the stuff that I was creating, you know what I'm saying? So, definitely, man. But yeah, when I first started rapping, like, as a jit, I was recording by myself, so, like, I could do it myself, and even now I record by myself, just self-taught, so, and definitely got a bunch of friends that do this shit. Yeah.
I mean, YouTube University, man. That's where I learned how to mix down all my shit, man. I started learning, you know, went to YouTube University.
Got your degree?
I got my degree. And yeah, man, you know what I mean?
It is, but it says something about just, it's like any type of transition is, even though you know you're damn well capable of doing what you do, and it's what got you to that point, the transition always throws you off. It's like if you got a job, you can have a job where you're, you know what I'm saying, you know your job inside out, and then you get offered a better position or, you know what I'm saying, more money somewhere else. I'm sure that most people, even though it's more tempting to switch to the next thing and you know that it's the right thing, you're going to stop and hesitate for a second because it's like, I'm used to the way things are done here. Yeah, like that doesn't negate the fact that I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, and I could do this somewhere else because it's the same damn thing, but it's like, I'm comfortable here. Like, this is...
You know, you hit the right word, bro. It's comfort. You know what I'm saying? As soon as your comfort changes, it's scary, dog. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there's nothing better in the world than be comfortable. Why do you want a family and a house and all that shit? Is to be comfortable. To have your own little area where
Your
you don't have to
unit,
worry
your
about the
circuit,
outside
yeah.
world because you create your world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So comfort is it's scary when you do different things. You know, but you always got to know that it's just a change like anything else, and you'll get comfortable again after. So it's really just a mind state thing.
It's just a matter of reminding yourself that you're gonna push past that part enough, and then you're gonna, like you said, you're gonna find comfort at that point at the next spot. It's like it's not something that's gonna evade you from forever. You know what I'm saying? So okay. And it applies. That thing applies everywhere. Like I said, I use the job analogy, but it applies in everything. Like people having to move from one place to another. I'm sure Dabs, if he's like, yo, I got to move to Boston. I'm sure if you ask him,
He
he's
has
like,
one heck of a story too.
yeah. I'm sure if you ask him, he's be like, damn, you know, I got to get up here, but it's like Miami's, you know, that's where I come from. You know what I'm saying?
No, actually, it's the other way around. He's from Boston.
Oh, so he went back.
Yeah, he went back.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right. No, scratch that.
It's all good.
Edit 2042.
But yeah, that's also why on the hook it's like, be right back. I'm working on myself right now. I made it where it was very relatable so that, you know what I'm saying, this is a personal verse like related to my life and what I'm going through. But I made the hook where anybody can relate to it. Like, you know what I'm saying, there's moments where you got to take a pause and work on yourself to realize, you know, self-evaluate and shit and then move forward in whatever it is you're working on. So,
Dope.
you know what I mean?
So the next 4.
I was getting more bent. That goes off of the morbid, more friends.
Yeah.
I was getting more bent, drinking almost forfeit. That year, Cole told me love yours, but I couldn't force it. Matter of fact, I started hating me. I was in college getting good grades, but it degraded me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, just to go off the other one, I was thinking morbid, couldn't do it myself. Or with more friends, I was getting more bent, drinking almost forfeit. You know what I'm saying? So I started like not focusing on music anymore at that point. I lost my confidence a little bit, so I was just chilling with my boys, going out, just doing the regular shit, drinking, whatever. You know what I mean? And that was around the time that Cole put out Love Yours, which was one of my favorite, probably if not my favorite song from Cole. And I even got it tatted right here. You know what I'm saying? Love Yours. But I got this in 2020.
Okay.
But it's like something I always come back to, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's something, you know, you'll never be happy till you love what you got. You know what I'm saying? So it's a constant reminder of stop worrying about gratitude. Like stop worrying about all the other shit and just focus on you, love what you're doing and move forward.
Yeah, people struggle with that. I think people sometimes find themselves in a place where it's like they don't learn how to appreciate one thing and then you keep changing to the next thing. And which is cool because that, you know, it also kind of like makes the person ambitious. But when you get there, what happens? If you're not capable of appreciating or being grateful, it's like, okay, now you're here, and now what? You're gonna think, you feel like, I'm here now, what do I do?
It's like getting caught in the rat race, you know what I'm saying? Like you continuously, like you achieve this, you accomplish this achievement, and then you keep on going and getting the achievement, but you're not appreciating each one of those moments, you know what I'm saying? Which you just have to be grateful, like still pursue, but acknowledge and embrace
that where you
grateful, you know,
made
being
it.
grateful that you did certain things. Yeah. Like I try to explain to a lot of artists where I like to ask this question to artists a lot. I'm like, when you make music, like what is your personal goal to make music? Right? And a lot of artists will be like, well, you know, some of them to say that they want to make it, they want to do this, or some of them are already there, or whatever, but it's like, what is your personal goal? Because when I was a kid, my only goal was I wanted to have my CD in the same spot where all the other, you know, right next to Wu-Tang, right next to Method Man, right next to stuff like that, for people to have that opportunity to hear me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And be able to have my own studio and record whenever I wanted to record. To be able to make my own videos and all that stuff like that. Bro, I got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We, you know what I'm saying? We as a collective or even individuals, as artists, we all have that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you got to be grateful for what we have, because the younger you right now, looking at you here, would be like, what the fuck are you tripping about? You made it already.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah, man. My goal early on was just to build confidence from the rapping and shit. You know what I mean? Because I loved rapping so much that when I started actually writing it, I felt like superhuman. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you write sometimes you write a bar and you're like, where'd that even come from? How did I even come up with this shit? Yeah. It's almost like you channel this energy. Like once you're in that mode, like these frequencies hit and your brain just syncs up with all the knowledge of fucking world, and all these words just it makes sense.
Find their way
you know
to
what I mean?
you. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes if the bar is too good, I'll be thinking like, did I hear that?
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
And I start googling to see like, yo, did I hear this somewhere? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I won't Google it because, man, everything's already been done. So you know you're gonna find someone that said it. So, love yours, bro.
For real. Love yours. But you can't force it. So,
Yeah, man. So, matter of fact, I started hating me. I was in college getting good grades, but it degraded me.
I like that. I like that play on words.
yeah.
You know what
Fuck
I'm
with
saying?
it too.
I really like the play on words because and just the fact where you're doing and you're focusing on yourself. Like it's kind of crazy the
Dualities.
aspect or the duality of the track itself because you're just like, I'll be right back, I'm working on myself. But in that aspect of that line there, it's like it's showing that you were working on yourself back at that time, but you felt like it was degrading you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of it's pretty deep if you look at it from that
because
aspect.
you know it's almost like, you know, your parents, they act like they know what's best for you, and they might set you on a path that might be good for you, but is it good for you? You know what I mean?
You won't know until you come out of the other end.
Well, because also you might think you know what's good for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
you might have
it might
your own
conflict
path
with
of,
what. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and then
Unless you're on crack, but you know, whatever. Then follow your parents' guidance.
yeah, or become a plumber.
Yeah.
Oh damn! I wish I had the rim shot on this joint. I get it, crack plumber. This guy doesn't stop coming up with bars.
Yo, my bad. I'm in rapping mode right
No,
now.
I got you, man. We're gonna record a song after this.
I'm tired of passing it, dog.
That's it. That's it.
We're dribbling down the court.
Yep.
Catch us on Wednesdays, by the way. We be here in the court. Shout out to Evo.
Oh shit. Okay. Damn.
We balling out there.
Okay. So
I mean?
I can't ball, but yeah, for sure. I'm glad for y'all though. You're still keeping the community. But anyway, I digress.
Well, one question I wanted to ask you before anything is, you seem to be like the point guard of the community that you built, right? Like you have like a community that goes every Tuesday, the hip hop community in that aspect. What is it that motivates you to be that point or the leader of that community or the curator of events and all that? What motivates you to do so?
So that goes back to the first line of the song, you know, which was, feels good to dribble after always passing it. You know what I mean? It makes it seem like it's negative, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like I like doing stuff for the community because, to be honest, it feels better than shit that I do for myself. You know what I mean?
There's a level of reward there.
So much more reward and just like, you know, and what's the most valuable thing when you're making music? The people,
The
right?
people listening to it, yeah.
So, like, it's just more fulfilling to do something for the people
Gotcha.
rather than myself. You know what I mean? So,
yeah.
and like I said, I love this shit, bro. So like, it's a no brainer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To just if I have the capability of being some kind of staple, and all I gotta do is show up every Tuesday and play some beats, and everyone, bro, the community that it's built is fucking insane. Like everybody's collaborating now, which that's the next level of this shit. It's gonna go into real songs.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm trying to work on a 35 album where I'm bringing that energy from the cypher into the booth. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So
Nice.
whatever that's gonna sound like, I don't know yet, but I'm trying to get beats from people out here definitely
Okay.
to curate something like that. You
That's
know what I mean?
dope.
Y'all heard it on Barcodes. He's looking for beats. 35
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
compilation
Definitely
album.
Some Pliskin beats. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Some hopefully some Tev beats.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Definitely.
Shouts to Marlon.
Okay.
Dope ass
Shadow
production.
League.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dope ass production.
Um,
You know what I mean?
To all the
Shouts
people
to all
involved.
the young motherfuckers out here doing their thing, bro. You know what I mean? Making us look old and shit already.
Yeah. Like we needed help doing that.
Yeah, for real.
I don't got that much white in my beard, but you see I got one hair right here.
That's how it starts.
It's starting, bro. I got one white hair right here, dog. But it's creeping up slowly.
No, that's dope, and it's. I mean, and even beyond that is the you're saying there's a reward. It feels like you feel like a rewarded or accomplished when you see people together having the same mind frame and loving the same thing. It's a dope thing also to have people have an option. Because it's like, if it's not there, it's like, where are these young kids? Is there an opportunity that a chance that these young kids are going to realize that, man, I like rapping, but where do I do it?
Yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? It's like, and that might be like, yo, there's no way to do this, so fuck it. I'm gonna move on to the next thing, and hopefully that next thing isn't something where it's detrimental to their life. You know what I'm saying? You give them an outlet, and it's like, so that in itself is a reason to keep forward with that, and I mean, applauds.
Yeah, man, kudos to that, man. That's good shit.
Tupac is my, not my favorite rapper, but my favorite, most impactful artist in the hip hop realm for me.
Okay.
And it relates to it with the rose that grew from the concrete thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? When and the other shit that he said, he might not change the world, but he'll spark the seed that does. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing with the cipher. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I don't care to be the hardest person at the cipher. I just care that I started the cipher and someone is like, this is gonna build something that's so beyond me. You know what I mean? Someone might blow up from this shit. Anyone could show up, bro. Talib Kweli's passed by. Fucking shout out Crazy Hood.
Yeah, EFN and that.
EFN passed by one day. You know what I'm saying? So like random people, Chris King that works with Trippie Redd. He came through and spit some bars.
Oh shit, okay.
And he posted a video of him spitting on his IG, and that shit went crazy viral. I got like 60 followers or something just from him posting that.
Fresh.
Yeah.
That's fresh.
So you never know, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's the whole beauty of it. You never know where it's gonna go, and that to me is way more fulfilling than, yo, my track hit 100K plays or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That to me is like, whatever. You know, if my song affects one person and makes them feel dope, that's enough for me, dog.
Sick. True. Right. Let's get into the next 4 bars then.
Where were we?
So much music.
Oh yeah. So much music I could have made. Regret started filling the page. Self-doubt couldn't look at my face. I took the safe route that was paved just to learn I had to make the way, not stay afraid.
Okay.
So yeah, this song, as you can see, is not like miracle spiritual
lyrical rap shit. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it still does have the bars in it, you know what I mean? Could have made, fill in the page, look at my face, that was paved, make the way, stay afraid. Mm-hmm. So it's still there, but it's very much a personal thing, you know what I'm saying? What you go through when you're doubting yourself and shit like that, you know what I mean? And then just realizing that you got to make your own path, you know what I'm saying? You can't keep doubting everything you do. It goes back to love yours, you know? Love yours, love your train of thought, and just go with your gut instinct, bro. That's always the best way to do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's something I've learned through trial and error, through all this shit, you know, through everything in life. But it really, music is like therapy when you write it, so, and you got to get it out, because you don't get this shit out, it's like stays deep within you and shit, and it fester, builds like, dog, you got to let this shit out. So writing this shit helped me a lot, bro, real shit. Even though this is things I already like kind of knew about myself, but just writing it and putting it out to the world makes it that much more official. Yeah. I could look at it one day, you know what I mean, and be like, damn, I remember when I was going through that shit, and look at where I'm at now, you know what I mean? And
I always feel like, and I always ask artists, is like, when you're going through something or whatever kind of emotion, what happens to me, and I use it as a therapeutic tool, is when I finally write it, put it on the paper, and then I sit down and I record it, or I'll go to the studio, record it, lay it down. Once I lay it down, it's out of me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like literally, like I just took whatever that feeling was and I put it in there and I let it go. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I want to ask you, did you feel that same way when you wrote this?
Definitely, man. Because, like I said, like all these years, bro, you have no idea how much regret I have, dog. Like real shit. Like I've never stopped writing, so I've always been like, man, I should be putting this out. And I've tried to fuck with people, but sometimes people aren't reliable when they're not at a certain level. When they're still like on their growth and on their come up, and you try to fuck with people who's like, you know, they're not trying
to get their footing too. Also,
and they're not charging you for studio time and whatnot. So you take chances in that sense that you're not working with someone truly professional. You know what I'm saying? Because when you pay, you know you're gonna get a certain product. You feel me? But when you don't, you're taking mad risks and just playing the game. You know, and you're just seeing where it leads you. So yeah, man, definitely felt like a release, man. Like. Putting this shit out, you know, and just getting all these feelings out, and now I feel like I could move forward, you know what I'm saying? And I'm still working on myself forever, so it's always, this is not a quick fix, it's a lifestyle, you know what I'm saying?
Was this the first track that you did since you've been on your hiatus, or as far as solo track?
No, the last track I put out was Off Rip in 2017.
Okay.
But it was just a rapping song, you know what I mean? It wasn't like me addressing anything real about my life, you know what I mean, or anything that I've been going through. You know what I'm saying? And I feel this song is very much a reintroduction to me. It's almost like an introduction to people that don't know me or haven't heard me rap, because a lot of people know me. I always think about Rudy H.
Yes.
Because one time he was like, "Oh, everybody knows me as Rudy Burrow, the
The
promoter
guy that
guy,
puts
and
people
they
together.
forget that I can fucking rap just like A$AP Rock." Love you, Rudy.
Yeah.
H.
So-
H.
Yeah,
H.
H.
Like, how you gonna call me Rudy now?
I just did it. You see what I mean? Nah, all respect to that, man, bro. Real shit.
Yeah, H is definitely a staple of Miami hip hop, and will forever be a staple of Miami hip hop, man. Shout out to WVCC, John Apocalypse.
Yeah.
You know, his
The
group that he's
Alpha
doing
Bench,
now.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, everything that he's brought to the table has been significant.
Yo, John
Shout out
Apocalypse
to
is so dope.
H.
Yeah. Tight project.
Yeah,
Real
very
tight project.
Tight
Yeah,
project,
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, for
You know,
sure.
they remind me of Coast Contra a little bit.
Okay.
Okay.
That energy of like
Yeah.
going back and forth and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah. Yeah.
Sick. Super dope. So, keep going.
That's it.
Yeah, let's
go. Let's do it.
Confidence, what you hear now. Guess I had to go through that shit to be here now. I sip a beer now and push the fear down and paint like Van Gogh with his ears out.
Okay.
So that last little part right there is like summing up everything to like where I'm at right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So confidence is what you hear now. I've been through all this stuff that I wrote, went through it in my head. Guess I had to go through that shit to be here now. You know what I'm saying? I sip a beer now and push the fear down. I'm just living my life. You know, might drown a few feelings, but we still going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I paint like Van Gogh with his ears out. And that's like a double entendre because
Yeah, he cut off his ear and shit.
he cut off his ear to show how much passion he had for that woman, right? Which is like the passion I got for hip hop.
Okay.
But also with my ears out because I'm not trying to hear no bullshit opinions or anything from
Okay.
outside distractions.
You're blocking out.
I'm
Yeah.
painting like the artist I am. You feel me? With no distractions, I'm not listening to shit but me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at
Round
least
of
when it
applause
comes
for
to
that.
art.
Round of applause to that. That was good breakdown on that one.
So of course I gotta bring back the beer reference,
Yeah.
because it seems like even you, the way you delivered that second reference to drinking, again, it seems like it's more like you're doing it not to, like, at the beginning you're like, this is a coping mechanism. I'm drinking beer because I'm not being creative, and that now it's like you could be creative and I'm still enjoying the beer, but it doesn't have.
Oh yeah, when I said drinking almost forfeit.
Almost forfeit,
Yep.
yes. So it's like the dichotomy of the two. It's like, hey, I'm still capable of drinking a beer, but now it's not in the
Exactly.
sense of where it's kind of like I'm trying to bury myself.
Yeah.
I like that you
in
caught
it.
that.
That's pretty
Like that you
dope.
caught that.
I fuck with that.
And it's like I sip a beer now.
So, yeah.
I didn't.
So it's not
you know
like
what I'm
you're
saying?
drowning yourself.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
sip.
It's a sip. It's like this.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It's refined.
With the fucking pinky out and all that. It's like, it's a refined.
Yeah.
Yo, you guys should cue in right here, like the episode from SpongeBob with the pinky out, pinky out. That's just funny. Yeah, man, push the fear down, bro. Life is scary, dog. Look at what's
Yeah.
happening across the world. People are getting bombed right now. We're here talking about bars.
Yeah, man.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
when you put things into perspective like that, it's like, yeah, there's that. If that's not enough for you to recognize that you should be grateful
Grateful.
for what you got, what you're doing right now, as opposed to what other people are going through,
Love
that
yours.
should be like the impetus for you, for people who have a hard time kind of bringing things into perspective, that as bad as it is, it's not as bad as it is.
Yeah, man.
what
It could be way worse. It's such a cliche, bro, but it's true, man.
Yeah.
It could be way worse.
Mhm.
And you don't have to look far, bro.
Nope.
You don't have
Yeah.
to look far. Shit'll be
Yeah.
right in your neighborhood, right under your nose. You
So
don't even
true.
know.
Facts.
So true.
You know what I mean? So,
Facts.
so do what you love, bro. Love yours. Do what you love. Stop being scared. Put that pen to paper.
And express
That
yourself.
voice to the mic, whether it's a podcast or a song,
Word.
and live your dream, bro. Consistency paves the way for greatness, bro. Real shit.
Jakx.
Whenever your inspiration's lacking, or you know what I'm saying, creativity, consistency is always gonna bring that shit right back for you, bro. You don't realize what you're doing, or you don't know what you're doing. Like if you start working out and shit, you can start feeling like, man, I've been working out for a whole week and I don't look, you know what I mean? Yeah, because
It's only been a week.
it's a week, bro. You got it. It's the consistency. Then when you look back, you're like, oh shit, I built this whole lifestyle of things I could be proud of. You know what I'm saying? And I'm here now. So yeah, man.
Wise words from 35 Jakx. Yo, where can they find you at, man? Let the people know where they can find you at. Besides, you know, well, you could also
Besides
say
this,
you
the
could also
second
say
half
the cipher.
cipher.
You know what I'm saying?
You can find me every Tuesday at the Second Half Cypher at the Gator Pit, where Miami's dopest MCs with freestyle skills, because a lot of them be studio rappers, which is fine. But you could come out here and tune in, you know what I'm saying, every Tuesday to some freestyle shit, off the dome shit, unscripted. Or you could catch me on Instagram, Dirty5, or 91 Jakx, Jakx. YouTube, everywhere, man. You know how it is, the interwebs, bro. You can find me anywhere, bro. 35 Jakx.
While you're following and you're keeping up with Jakx, we ask you to follow, rate, comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. There's nothing else to do but get into this track. BRB.
Hey, man, we'll BRB.
Yo.
Be right back, I'm working on myself right now. Working on myself. Be right back, I'm working on myself right now. Right now. It's been a ride, hasn't it? Feels good to dribble after always fucking passing it. Must have been tripping, stuck in an acid trip. Now it's all about the present, back on my rapping shit. When Daz moved to Boston, saw my dreams slip away. I would sit and complain, act like I ain't have a way to go out and record shit. I was thinking morbid, like I couldn't do it myself or with more friends. I was getting more bent, drinking almost forfeit. That year Cole told me love yours, but I couldn't force it. Matter of fact, I started hating me. I was in college getting good grades, but it degraded me. So much music I could've made. Regret started filling the page. Self-doubt couldn't look in my face. I took the safe route that was paved, just to learn I had to make the way. Now stay afraid. Confidence, what you hear now. Guess I had to go through that shit to be here now. I sip a beer now, push the fear down, and paint like Van Gogh with his ears out.
I don't want that to happen for myself. You know what I mean? I don't want to be like a slave to my thoughts. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to, and I feel like that's how I've been living my life. Being like a slave to my life.